I know you hate buying cars. I know you do. I hated selling them. I hated how long it took. I hate that there's so many different factors and variables when it comes to buying a car. I've heard some dealerships claim express delivery or be out in an hour. I don't know how the heck that's possible if you are walking onto the lot for the first time. My name is Stuart Cooper, and after 6.5 years working for a local car dealership, I've learned the secrets to saving you time and money, or previously costing you as much money as possible. But now I help you save it. And I want to help you with your next vehicle purchase. Feel free to contact me anytime to schedule your consultation. Be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell that's somewhere around here so I can keep you up to date with all of my dealership and insider secrets. My personal record for delivering a car was 4 minutes. I'm not kidding. The customer was in and out in 4 minutes. How the heck did I pull that off? I was ahead of the game and had a head start. The customers had just leased the identical vehicle for their daughter a couple weeks prior, so I had the next car all ready to go. The car was through service and detail, insurance was done, plates were on the car, their credit was pre-filled out and approved. They agreed to the stupid key protection, which made the finance manager happy enough to pre-print everything. I had the paperwork at my desk, pens ready to go, money had been collected before they even arrived. 4 minutes. It could have been shorter, but the iPad forced me to log back into the program to sign the paperwork. On the flip side, why does it more commonly take 4, 6, or unfortunately, I have had 8 or 9 hours? Those are typically because of issues beyond my control or a car salesperson's control, like insurance. Insurance for a brand new driver can take several hours to get. So many things have to happen in the right order, and they almost never do. This is an actual, realistic time frame walking through why it can take so long when you aren't buying a house. Am I right? Am I right? I heard that one once or twice a week. Let me set the stage here. You arrive on the lot at, say, 10 a.m., nice and early. The salespeople are done with their Saturday morning meeting where they get yelled at and told to sell more cars and call their customers. You want to get a nice jump on a nice Saturday day. I'm going to walk you through the 4 hours at the dealership, even if that is on the low end. You have a 5-year-old trade that has 60,000 miles on it. You know you want a RAV4 or a Tiguan, and you aren't picky on the options or colors, which makes things easier. 10 a.m. You walk into the dealership and are greeted by a mostly good-natured, possible addict, but hides it well, named Rivers. He asks you how you are doing today, the typical small chat. You say that you're looking for a Tiguan or a RAV4. He gets you back to his desk, and you start explaining everything in more detail. 10:15. He leaves to get one of the cars pulled up for you to test drive. But he can't find the keys. They are checked out to somebody. The first car he was going to pull up is sold and finally gets another set of keys. And as he's heading to the next car, he vapes along the way, as only the best of car salesmen do. That car is available, but out of gas. He has to put some gas in it before he gets it pulled up. 10:35. He comes to get you. Sorry for the delay. The first car I was going to pull up was sold, and the second was out of gas. And I didn't want you to run out of gas down the road. The car is up front. Go ahead and take it for a spin. He goes over the vehicle with you briefly before you take off. 10:55. You pull back into the dealership, and Rivers goes to pull up the next car. 11:05. The next car is pulled up, but he forgot to take your keys to the trade when you went out on the first test drive, and does finally get those to have a manager look at your trade. 11:20. You go back in after the test drive, but don't see Rivers. You head to his desk and wait. 11:30. He returns to his office and says, "How did you like them?" Meanwhile, he had actually forgot he had customers. True stories. You chat for a few while he butters you up about stuff about him you really don't care about. 11:45. You declare that you like the Tiguan better. Okay, let's work on some numbers for that Tiguan. 12. You've now been there 2 hours. He returns to the office to present numbers to you. You haven't even started to negotiate. 2 hours you're on the lot. 12:15, you tell him no. He has to go talk to his manager. 12:30, Rivers comes back in, but you kick him back out after a few minutes because you're not paying sticker. You're not. I'm not going to let you. 12:45, he comes back in. You kick him back out. 1 p.m., he comes back in with the sales manager. You've been there for 3 hours now. I don't even know if I can do this in the 4-hour time frame I gave myself. Crap. 1:15, you agree to the terms and fill out a credit app. 1:30, things are moving quickly now for some reason, only because I don't want this to take 6 hours. The finance manager comes in. Let's call them the Dragon. She comes in, says something nice about what you're wearing. She will be right back with you and wrap everything up. Meanwhile, Rivers is putting the car in for service, detail, getting it gassed, and ready to go for you. 1:45, Rivers calls insurance with you. Thankfully, you have the Gecko, so that's about a 10-minute phone call. 2 p.m., 4 hours are up. Crap, we need just a little more time, Rivers says. I promise to have you out of here soon. The Dragon comes back in to finalize everything with you. Since you are leasing, you need a bundle, she tells you. And she talks you into it. You don't know why you agreed to it, but you did. Your payment is now $30 a month higher. $220. Rivers comes back in, says the car got through service for inspection, and is in detail now getting cleaned. Rivers is just buying time until the paperwork is done. But he needs to go to the potty. 2:30, Rivers excuses himself to check on stuff. 2:45. It's a busy Saturday, and the paperwork is taking just a little bit longer than it should. I'm so sorry. I kept walking by the billing office and giving them the death stare. Ha ha ha. 3:15, the paperwork is ready, and the car is ready to go. 3:30, you are finally free from that place. So I said I would have this take 4 hours and ended up at 5.5. And I'm not even sorry. There are so many different things that have to happen when buying a car that takes time on both ends. Had the customer agreed to the first set of numbers, that would have saved almost an hour. But don't agree to the first set of numbers, ever. I'm just talking about time here. If the customer wanted to drive more than 2 cars, which happens, that can take more time. Or if they didn't want to do a test drive at all, that can save time. And that happens too every so often. The title and billing department could take 20 minutes or 90 minutes, depending on how much work they have in front of them going on at that time. Insurance can take 10 minutes or 2 hours. True story. People can leave and come back, which adds time overall. There are finance managers who can take 15 minutes, or those that could take 90, trying to convince you to buy crap you might not need. Something doesn't go right a few times, and it can turn into 6, 7, or even 10 hours. Literally open to close. It has happened. Did the dealership order lunch and everybody isn't working for a bit while they eat? That could be 20 minutes. I know you hate buying a car. I fully know and understand. But there is hope. Hire me to save those hours. Because not only will I help you save time, but I will also help you save money. Don't do it for yourself. Do it for your wallet and time. Keep more of your money in your pocket. Plus, you will save a lot of time, that I can promise you. I prided myself on how quickly I could get someone in and out when adequately prepared. That's it for today, but keep an eye out because my next video is on the way.